4,
Who
3.
starts at 5?
Okay.
It's so messed up that you started at 5. No, forget it. The part at 5 is where this thing started. Swan, make sure you edit that correctly.
I will.
Welcome, guys. Were you not recording?
I'm recording.
Did you record him counting from 5?
Yeah, I was recording the whole time.
What's wrong
Good.
with counting from 5?
Nobody
Thanks, guys.
counts from
This
5.
is very, very professional of us, the way we're handling this podcast. Welcome, though, to another Intrinsic Podcast, Episode 2. I'm joined today with Arctic, Swan, and Tylestyle. Say hi, boys.
Hello.
We are kind of carrying the format from last time to gain a little bit of recommendations and feedback from some people, and we do appreciate it. If you guys have any suggestions for the podcast, anything you want to hear us talk about, please drop it down below in the comments. As always, like, comment, and sharing really does help us be able to put these out more often and understand what you guys want us to do. But let's start off with anything going on with intrinsic news and updates. I'm just going to go right in order. Arctic, do you got anything new going on the server?
Yeah, I'm working on my base, just trying to get the light Matica to work.
What seems to be the problem with that?
Well, I'm thinking it may be server side. Since some servers don't default to not allow these kind of mods.
We'll have to look into that and figure out and check with a couple other people. I know other people try to use similar mods, so maybe it's just one certain mod doesn't work, but we'll figure it out.
Apple Water did or something like that.
If I may ask, what area are you building the base in, or do you want to keep that a surprise?
It pretty much in my jungle area, which would be about south of my base.
What district is it in, though?
It should be well, I believe it's out of any districts. I'm not gonna say stay to one certain genre of build. Gives me a bit more freedom and creativity.
And goes against the meaning of the server. I like it.
Exactly.
That is our Arctic. Swan, you got anything new going on the server?
Big plans, but things that are all confidential. So, can't really talk about them.
Wow, really?
Massive plans.
Totally understood. Totally understood. Tylestyle, what about you?
I sadly decided to cancel the Arena Season 2 event because I simply did not get enough people, sadly, who picked out a time or anything. But besides that, I have a plans on building some mushroom farms at the Mushroom Island biome pretty soon.
There you go. There you go. I recently, and by recently, I mean, we started recording this at 7 o'clock for me, and I finished it at 6:58, was designing a farm with horse crass, which I'm very, very excited about. I actually have it running right now while we're in the podcast, and I'm really hoping that I mob-proofed it enough that my character won't die.
It is done.
Yeah, I finished the project. And it still needs a little bit more recording than obviously edit before everyone actually gets to see it. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It tried to kick my butt because I kept placing things one block off. Like that might be the name of the episode.
What design did you use? Did you make your own design?
No, this is outside of my repertoire of skills. This is something
Ilmango
that confuses me. So yep, I went with an Ilmango, simplified Ilmango design. Really happy and excited about it. And I know I'm being a little cryptic for those of you listening, but you'll just have to check me and Horse's channels to be able to see what we're talking about here. But moving on from that, does anyone have any? I know there was the talk of the arena being canceled. I honestly think you should just push it a little more, because I'll be honest, I totally forgot that there was even a option to sign up for times.
Yeah, me too.
Same. So I forgot after I did it.
You need to hit at everyone more often with that, because I simply forgot that it was happening, and my cat just fell hard. But I think
I'll bring it up again.
I don't really know if there's any other big things going on the server. I am hopefully opening up a slime farm soon. Slime shop that's going to definitely have better prices than what Jeff's got going on. So,
what's the prices?
It's going to be a diamond for a stack of slime blocks.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah, about 4 times better. Exactly 4 times better. So that's going to be really exciting. Let's go on to personal YouTube projects and plans and things of that nature. Arctic, you got anything going on in your channel that you can get people excited about?
Not really. I'm still just looking for another game to play. Something other than Minecraft or Maybe try out modded sometime.
Modded might be a good idea, but I will say there is a new game coming out soon called Grounded that I want to talk about a little bit later, but like that might be something. It's a multiplayer. You might have to do something.
All
But-
right.
Swan, you got anything going on your YouTube channel people can get excited about?
I'm trying, kind of like Arctic, I'm trying to get other games on the channel, and I wanted to do a lot of them because I've since learned how to keyframe, and keyframing has become too fun for me to not use it. I don't know why. It's just caught my interest. So I want other games that I can play, so maybe Arctic and me can do something. That would be cool.
Hey.
But I'd like to do some keyframing and have they'd be shorter videos by a long shot, but they would definitely be a little bit more on the comedy side and stuff like that.
I get that. What about you, Tylestyle? Anything new?
Mainly just wanting to finish existing series. Like I think I mentioned this last time. I want to finish up all the videos for the Diversity 3 episodes, and I think it's either 1 or 2 more videos to upload, so I'm really stoked about that, getting that out of the way.
There you go.
Yeah, I've had that series in the backbone for since November of last year to upload.
There you go.
And then we got the new Resurrection series that me and Swan to keep uploading. And that's about it.
All right. I personally had a fever dream the other day. Just woke up going, "Little Timmy," and realized something that I need to do. So I really love RimWorld, and for those of you that do not know what RimWorld is, it's basically a base building survival game. You're kind of the third person view, like omniscient god view from the top, controlling the pawns, building a base and things of that nature. And I decided one of my favorite mods is like a magic mod that's able to make it so you're like an enchanter or like a chronomancer and cool things like that, and adds a little dynamic to the game. And enemies come in with magic powers and they light your base on fire, and then you get angry at yourself for allowing this to happen. But I woke up in a little fever dream of little Timmy, thinking of the idea of what if there was like a young boy who was sent out on his own trying to make friends, but he really misunderstood what they meant, and he just learned necromancy, and he raises the dead as his friends. So
Very wholesome.
yes, so I am
Interesting
actually
fever dream.
I'm in the process. It's going to be 1 episode, and it's going to take a while to make, but it's just going to be like from the landing all the way through to beating this playthrough, which can take several hours, like 20-30 hours. Condense it down to a video and just have the story of little Timmy's adventure of adventuring into the outer rim worlds and exploring and growing his family and friends, and one day going back to space to visit his family and be, "Mom, Dad, look at my friends!" And they're all people that tried to raid his base that he shot down mercilessly and then raised back up.
Isn't RimWorld like Prison Architect?
It is similar
Same-
to Prison Architect. It has a
Is it
similar
same-
art style and things like that, but
Is it the same people?
I don't know. I have both those games, so I should know, but I don't know.
I have Architect. I've never played it though. I want to though.
It's a lot of fun. I used to play it a lot. I've fallen out of it though recently. But with that, let's go on to outside of YouTube. Does anyone have any projects that they're working on or trying to figure out as of late? Arctic, you got anything going on?
Nothing much.
All right, that's fine. Swan, what about you?
Not much aside from I bought this really cool pen. It's a spy pen.
Pen?
It's got a camera out the front, and it's a functioning pen, and it's a 32 gigabyte flash drive as well.
Swan, you find the weirdest things in
Yes,
life.
I know.
I was.
It's like impressive.
Since
Tyler,
he,
Oh,
I
yeah?
was gonna say, since he brought up writing utensils, I got these pencils that I've been wanting for a while. They're called the Blackwing 602s. Are these special pencils that artists use, and it's like I think Chuck Jones used them and stuff. So I've been having some fun using it to draw. It's really
There
fun to use.
There you go.
Yeah.
My wood shop is coming along really well. I hopefully will have the bench done tomorrow once I get out of church. Just gonna get down there, make the last few cuts, and hopefully I'll be able to reassemble it and get it all going, which is really exciting because I've kind of decided I'm gonna spend the rest of this year up until probably February or March of 2021, making as many cutting boards as I possibly can and hopefully selling them next year, and just like investing it back into my wood shop and kind of decide, you know what, my wood shop is going to pay for itself. I'm not going to drop a bunch of money into it. I'm going to have it pay for itself over time, which I'm really excited about. I think, as I mentioned last week, I've been studying more and more about finances, accounting, and a bunch of different boring stuff like that that's made it so it's like, oh, money is a lot more complicated than any of us were ever taught, because we're all told, go get a good job and money will follow, and that is a lie.
Yeah, money is important.
Because a good job is like being a teacher, and as they will all say, it doesn't pay to be a teacher. But that's kind of what's been going on with me, is mostly just been working in the wood shop and getting those kind of things done, and just brainstorming on YouTube for the most part.
And learning life things that are important.
I mean, yes, that's a mainstay of who I am, though, is I always have multiple books going at the same time. I want to learn. I used to always hate reading, and now it's all I do, basically. And I still don't like it. It's just what I like to do. And
I don't like reading.
Oh, I hate reading, but I love the knowledge.
For me, it depends like what it is that I'm reading.
I cannot read a like novel if it's not like, it has to be nonfiction. I have to be learning something.
Yeah, I don't really like reading the fantasy kind of books. I'm usually like towards the real life stuff too.
You're the history buff here, so
yeah,
that makes sense. But let's move on. Last time we kind of split up movie, animation, reading, all that away from video games. Let's just talk about all of it together. Arctic, you got anything in the realm of pop culture going on? Music, movies, video games?
I know, like, shoot, what was it called? The Last of Us Part 2 came out.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I've been watching a bit of it, and I don't know,
Is it
it's
a
not as
zombie
good.
thing, right?
Kind
Or am
of,
I
yeah.
thinking something else? Okay.
What isn't zombie, though?
I know.
It's a common feature for most games.
Yeah, that's actually really accurate. It kind of bothers me.
Yeah.
When I got my PlayStation 4 back in like 2014, I got like a copy of The Last of Us or whatever you just said was.
Yeah.
And I never played it because I'm like, this doesn't look fun to me.
Yeah, it mainly like a story-based game.
Yeah.
But just the new one, it's not. The story isn't as good.
Of the
I
new
don't know.
one?
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. And then what? PlayStation. Where do I begin with that?
PS5.
Yeah. We're gonna release GTA 5 again.
I heard that the like the components inside the system are like quality, like software that like Pixar and like the studios used. It's like top notch stuff. I heard.
Yeah,
That's good.
What I
Yeah.
can't believe is the fact that they say it's better than any PC you can get on the market.
I doubt that.
That to me, I'm like, they said that
that.
the last console as well, and
No.
look where that got them.
I'd rather stick
Yeah.
to PC, thank you.
Yeah, it's really your 30 FPS lock.
It's the best. The thing is, when they say that, it's like, oh, it's better than any PC you can get on the market for like what, the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes? Like, you make that claim,
Yeah.
you're gonna make something, then make
Well,
it streamlined to be able to go out.
They
Yeah.
make that claim because they mean at that price. Yes, at that price, you're getting a much better than any PC you can buy
Well,
with that
better-
money.
Better than any PC,
But
that we also don't have access to internet or like music or like
Exactly.
work or Word, Microsoft or
And-
other stuff or
One thing I wonder about consoles, though, like you were saying, it's better
I'm
for
sorry,
that
did you say
price.
consoles?
Yes, he says
Console.
console. Welcome to Intrinsic.
Yeah,
Try again. Would you like to lose a vowel?
Console.
console.
There
Like,
you go.
console me for what you just said.
But I always wondered if they lose money on the PlayStation and make it up in the subscription fee. And because I mean, they're making bold claims for what is it going to be like 500? I think they said.
Oh, really?
It's been actually,
That's the price?
I believe so. One time they were saying like 800 and
Hey, heck no.
No, thank you. I wasn't planning on getting a new console anyways, because it's just
oh
stick
yeah, I
to
was sticking with
PC.
PC.
PC's the way to go.
Oh yeah,
The Xbox console looks pretty boring. Just like a
it's like a trash can.
rectangle. Yeah, looks like a trash can.
That all
Except with the
mini
hole.
fridge.
Yeah,
Except
but
with
it's
the
a whole
hole
lot
on top.
closer to a PC tower than the PlayStation.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
Well. The PS5 is a Wi-Fi router. It has some aspect.
Wait, what? It does?
Wait, that was
No,
legit?
He's just joking because it looks like a
I
Wi-Fi
was gonna
router.
say. It does,
We were
yeah.
talking about that the one day.
I mean,
Just ask. Anyone else know the channel Alpha Rad?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, because he literally he was talking about the PS5 coming out, and he's a Nintendo YouTuber, and he's like,
Mm.
the PS5 has the abilities of a Wi-Fi router, and he literally just has a Linksys on screen,
yeah, it's
full Wi-Fi router.
yeah. The PS5 it is. Ugh.
Nah. No,
It-
thank you.
I mean, I prefer the prototype.
What was the prototype? I'm gonna search
Prototype
it
also
up.
looked kind of weird, but it looked better.
Oh yeah, I thought it was an intro.
Oh, dude, it looks way better.
Yeah, it looks pretty neat. I mean,
It looks interesting, yeah.
yeah, it's unfortunate they didn't end up going with that.
Sadly.
But
Well,
that's
you
all
got-
I can think of.
Huh?
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, that's fine. Swan, you got anything?
Sorry, what was the topic again? Because we got a little
Video
off
game,
topic there.
music, book. Well, we didn't really
Okay,
get off topic.
well,
It's video game, music, books,
yeah,
movies, all of it.
I'm trying to think. I don't really think there's much aside from me really getting to the point. Actually bought, I'm gonna buy a clone helmet that I get to basically paint myself and everything. It's a kit, but that's it's actually fairly cheap for it being handmade. So
Is it pretty printed, I'm assuming?
no, it's not. It's actually handmade. It's a handmade
Wow.
cast of it, and then they pour the resin into it, and so it's gonna be a resin helmet. So it won't. I can drop it a few times and it won't be that damaged, as opposed to a 3D printed object, which is very flimsy and will fall apart over time.
I mean, you say it's fairly cheap, but I mean, you also own 6 lightsabers.
Those are expensive
7.
compared to this.
7.
Oh, 7?
I thought it was
It
7.
was 7, yes.
Oh man.
You try to get away with that.
Yeah. He said Swan told me that he accidentally bought like multiples or something like that.
I accidentally bought one of them because I wasn't quite me at the time.
Yeah. That is
Oh. Oh boy.
you're
That
quite the character.
I'm judging you.
I can feel it.
Good. You should.
I'm just imagining you're looking at your microphone, giving it an evil eye.
Prove I am. Can't prove I'm not. Well, what about you, Tylestyle?
Surprisingly, I have nothing. The only thing I've been doing lately has been working. I haven't had a lot of free time recently.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you said your work started back up.
Yeah, so I guess I could talk a little. Is it okay if I talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I don't have any problem.
So my work had just like randomly emailed me saying, "Oh, we've got a production gig going on." So I work for a visual effects studio, and we were hired by a company in New York to work on either, I don't know if it's a show or a movie, but we are working on the special effects for that. So we are starting Monday. We're getting the new shots. So that's what I've been doing. I'm very excited about that. My first time doing a gig.
There you
That's
go.
quite exciting.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, there's this new game. It's coming out at the end, or maybe it's like end of June or July. It's sometime pretty soon, called Grounded. It's in a demo right now, and you get to play basically the first 30 minutes. And it's
Planned
basically
release
the.
date is July 28th.
Thank you.
I've got it up on my screen, so.
That was impressive. Have you been following it, or did you just look it up?
I looked it up when you first mentioned it, and you said we're going to talk about it later, because I kind of thought,
Yeah.
you know what, that might be interesting, and it actually looks interesting.
It's really cool looking. So it is.
I love the
It
art style.
reminds me a little bit of a combination. I'm pulling up like my list of games right
This
now.
reminds me of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
It's very
Yes,
much
it's
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
with like Ark survival.
Yeah, it's like a survival version of if you were in those kids' position.
Yeah, so it's like your biggest like gnats and ants can like royally frick you up. Like there can be some damage from having like an ant come at you.
I will have nightmares over these spiders.
Wait, I didn't see the spiders in there.
I haven't seen the spiders yet either, but
Don't
no,
you dare
it's
tell
something
me
like
that there's spiders, and they better not be ugly.
I
another.
mean, I was freaking out of a small spider on a vehicle today.
This actually looks really cool. I'm
Because
interested.
you guys know
in
I'm
this.
arachnophobic, right?
And it's I did not know that, but
I'm
it also has
heavily arachnophobic.
Who isn't?
oh, what was
Ooh,
it?
those are
7
ugly.
Days to Die. That's what it reminds me of most.
Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, 7 Days to Die.
Oh,
'cause
I am
it's like
not going
Yeah.
in caves.
there's base building. There's like you gotta make your own equipment from things you find on the ground, things of that nature. There's like you need a bunch of different tools. You can make armor, weapons. Like it is a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids meets
Yeah.
survival simulator. Like, and outside of Minecraft, like survival's kind of what my no, I have like a weird set. It's like roguelike, survival, and then RimWorld.
I love survival stuff. That's like my favorite survival.
It's fun. Like something about like I think it's something like I just sit there and look at the screen. It's like, you know what? I don't take care of my health, my exercise, my fitness. I barely do anything. I do not drink water. Like I have not seen the sun for months at a time. But my character is doing great. I love managing this stuff for them, but I don't remember if I had 2 loaves or 3 loaves of bread this week.
Is this gonna be on Steam?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's going to be on Steam. I'm really excited.
Oh,
The
I
thing
would
is
love to
that
play.
Like, they're thinking of, by what I heard, it's going to be like a full price game, and I'm like, this is a small developer trying to sell for $60.
Well, I mean, Xbox is publishing it, so
That is true, but also like the PC version is also going to be $60, and it's a smaller like development team that actually worked on it. Where it is going to be a No Man's Sky situation where it's like, oh, we got a lot of publicity. It's going to be $60 because there was like what a team of 15 as opposed to like Assassin's Creed, $60 a game, and there's like 1,000+ people working on it. Like,
oh yeah.
whenever I see a small team going for 60, I'm like, okay, first of all, it looks a little bit greedy. And also, like, don't tell me this is going to be one of those where it's like, don't overpromise because you want to make it sound like it's going to be a AAA game.
Yeah.
I'd rather spend 30 and know what I'm getting than spend 60 and find out it's not quite what I thought.
It would be cool if we all
I'm
played
thinking
it.
about downloading that demo though, for sure.
I watched the demo, and for that reason, I'm gonna wait until the game actually comes out.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
if I keep playing it, I will never. That first time I played, I'm gonna be like, I know how to do everything. Let's run it. Like that's just not what I need to do.
Yeah, well, that's the way 7 Days to Die went when it was you, me, Pat, and Fire SP.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of, I kind of want to do 7 Days to Die again. I've been getting that itch.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I bet money. Let's do this. I finally played 7 Days to Die single player. Did I wet myself? Of course. Did I have fun doing it? Yes. Which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. Like, there's something terrifying, especially because I have the new computer. So now it's like actually like there's graphics. It's not just like I swear mine, it just had like the test dummies moving. It's like the arms didn't even move. It was just like nothing to fear there. It's just very clearly no graphics because my computer's like, now I can see the zombies. I don't like it.
I gotta say, even because I revisited it recently, and I gotta say, something about it now is much more of like a jump scare kind of game than it used to be.
I think honestly a big part of it is, first of all, there are drop through tiles that you can fall through, which is terrifying because it's never you fall through to a safe location.
Yeah, it's you fall through and there's like 6 or 7 zombies surrounding you.
Yeah. And it's also the fact they moved to dungeon style buildings. It's no longer just like, oh yeah, it's just architecturally a house. Like, no, they made it so there's like a path you like would normally follow, and like the lore of it is like, oh yeah, they like locked certain doors, but they couldn't, like, not all doors had a lock on them, and like they put up barricades in their house, so like there's a path through it now though. And like knowing that as a player, like if I feel like if I didn't know video games, I'd be like, oh, this is like the way I'm supposed to go, and like I wouldn't think twice about it. But since I know video games, like, oh, this is the way I'm supposed to go. What's going to be behind that door? Because that's where it wants me to go. Oh, and I get it inside my own head, which is exactly what I want from that kind of game, you know?
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. Does anyone have anything else they really want to get to? Yes or no?
Not really.
No, not for me.
Nope.
Well, that's totally fine. I thought I would give everyone an opportunity really quick. Is there anything on your personal channels people should keep an eye out for? You're hoping to release this coming week? Any videos?
Aside from
Nope.
the adventure map that I'm uploading tomorrow. At the time of this recording. At the time of this recording.
Same day that the podcast actually came out for you guys. I'm hoping to. I was going to have my RimWorld series start last week, and then I realized, oh, I forgot to add that into the edit, didn't I? So it's going to start this coming week. I'm really excited about that. It's a Rim of Magic, back to Rim of Wonder, but kind of updated with different mods. I kind of was a little too ambitious with the first set. But yeah, so I guess that's basically it. So thank you guys so much for listening. Once again, if you could please like or dislike if you enjoyed this. If you could please comment down below what we could do better, any things you want us to talk about, anything that we can frankly do better, what you want to see on the server. Once again, if you want to join the server as a YouTuber, let us know. We're always happy to have more people join. If you want to join the community, go for it. We're actually going to be having a movie night shortly after this. But thank you guys so very much, and we'll see you next week. See ya.
See ya.
Bye, guys.